Welcome back to TFE, a weekly news podcast in which we give our thoughts, feelings, and emotions on the latest gaming, film, tech, streaming, and other random crap we feel like. I am your host, Dan, and I'm joined you, as always, by my co-host, Danny.
Howdy.
I'm sorry, I wasn't here last week.
Nah, no one missed you.
Okay, thank you. Well, at least you carried on like a proper trooper.
Yeah.
Clearly I'm not needed.
I got all of the news right.
Definitely.
Clearly.
Yes. But we'll get into it, because this week we are covering Microsoft having the biggest acquisition in gaming history, Lord of the Rings TV show has been revealed, and are M&M's too sexy? But first off, we are heading into rapid reviews, and we are talking about The Book of Boba Fett, Episode 4.
The flashbacks are over, Dan. No more the past, only the future.
Yes, but, I was actually sort of happy to see how we got a ship again.
I don't know. I like the episode. Last week's episode was bad. Episode 3.
This is better.
Yeah, well, hopefully it gets better from now on. But, again, similar to Hawkeye, I've just been not vibing with this one. So, but if you want our full review of it when it's all finished, our TBO will be out. And we'll give you every little detail of what we did and didn't like. And maybe we'll throw in some other stuff in there as well.
I love the first clip on A Book of Boba Fett, IMDb. It just shows Mace Windu.
Mace Windu?
Mace Windu.
I love Mace Windu.
I was trying to laugh at the same time, and the words didn't come out right at all.
Oh
well, what can you do about it?
Say it right the first time.
Yeah, as you were saying, episode 3 got a 6.4 on IMDb. This one's currently sitting at a 7.8.
I don't know. I've never seemed to agree with any of the reviews that these episodes are getting, so...
Yeah, true.
Again, I didn't agree with any of them on Hawkeye, so...
Yeah, Hawkeye got very good reviews, and I'm still confused to this day why it got such good reviews.
Because they're paid by Disney, Dan, obviously. Disney's got deep pockets, and it's a monopoly, and they own all the media. Clearly. That's why everyone loves the new Star Wars. Yep, they have pocket. That's why everyone loves everything, Dan, that Disney does. Disney does no wrong.
Definitely.
But they are bringing out something that does look fucking sick.
Yes, so going from one Disney Plus show to another, we are going into Stream That Movie News into my head, and we are discussing probably the biggest trailer of the week, maybe of the month.
Not the biggest news, but something.
Yeah, biggest trailer though. Biggest trailer of the month.
Yeah.
Moon Knight.
See, I had to sit on this because I was aware that it was going to come out, but we don't record on Mondays. But then also it came out on Tuesday for the UK, so because time differences in America.
Sorry, we are very late to this news,
but we really, really enjoyed it.
Oh, 100%.
Me especially.
This trailer looks fantastic. I think I watched it 5 times already.
Yeah, I sat in my car when I was at work, just boop, play again, boop, play again.
It's so well edited.
Yeah. Also, he looks cool. He's got a dumb voice that I love. But yeah, it doesn't give us much, but it gives us just that bit of what the hell is going on.
Oscar Isaac looks actually very good in the role. I'm looking forward to seeing his performance.
I like Ethan Hunt as a bad guy. Scary.
Ethan
just a
Hunt
cult
is a bad
leader.
guy?
Ethan Hawke. God damn it.
I was going to say Ethan Hunt's Mission Impossible.
Which got delayed. It's not coming out this year. It's coming out next year now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it comes out July next year.
Oh, well.
Not September this year.
That's
They
a bit
delayed
sad.
it late.
Oh, well.
Yeah. That's probably why my mum was on it. We weren't going to cover it, but I just threw that out there because I was tired of us covering delays. So.
Yeah, so if you haven't watched it, go watch the Moon Knight trailer. It comes out March 30th.
Yep. And we will be doing a full episode by episode review at the end.
Yes, so watch our TFEs and we'll do the full review at a later date.
Yep.
But the other trailer that got released this week of another franchise that we both love is The Boys. But it's not the season 3 trailer.
The Boys season 3 trailer.
It is The Boys Diabolical, the first animated show.
Yeah, so it's the first of their spin-offs that they had. And I still can't tell if this is the one that was going to be set at a school or whatnot. But this is just a, I guess, Looney Tunes style show where they have like people just running around and a baby is running around and just lasers off a policeman's face.
Yeah, it's quite funny. Because it starts off sort of a classic kids show, but then it changes into the, proper gore.
Yeah. Remember that baby in the first season that lasered off a bunch of people's heads? Now get ready to see it in animated form as it just wraps
Actually, is that
up
why it's called Diabolical? Because that's one of Billy Butcher's famous catchphrases.
Yeah, probably, Dan.
Because when he picks up that
Everyone
kid, he
makes
goes,
a reference.
this is diabolical.
Yeah, it's probably a reference, Dan.
Yeah, probably.
Everything is a reference, Dan. That's how the world works. Everything is a reference.
Everything has to be a reference nowadays.
Yeah. Speaking of how shows got names, Dan, they've revealed the new Lord of the Rings TV show at Amazon's name.
Yes,
It's
what
the
is it
Rings
called?
of Power. The Rings of Power.
So there's going to be
I
more
think.
than one ring. So
Well,
wait,
that's
so
how the...
isn't that to do with the law of the original show, or the original film? So it wasn't like, there's one ring to rule them all, but
Original
still...
books, Dad.
Huh?
Books.
Oh,
There's
whatever.
books,
I don't
Dad.
care. I just angered so many
on
people,
books,
but, whatever.
A lot of people, probably.
Yeah,
yeah,
there was one ring to rule them all, which was Lord of the Rings, right? That was the start of that one. But then there wasn't that also like the other rings, right?
Yeah, like 9 rings. I don't remember the quote. It's like a lot of rings. 3 rings for the elven kings under the sky, 7 for the dwarf lords in the halls of stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die, 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne in the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. So there were a lot more rings, and then because of the one ring that took control of them all, a bunch of people went mad. So yeah, I look forward to this show because this is the most expensive show ever made. Also, it got a release date, September 2nd, 2022. Because Amazon is pumping $1 billion into this.
That is quite incredible for a TV show.
I think the first episode is like 400. No, like the first season is 400 million.
Surely this is not going to make the money back.
It doesn't have to. It's just got to get subscribers in. It's the Netflix model.
I suppose
Doesn't-
Amazon have enough money anyway. They probably don't care.
Yeah.
This is
drop
probably
in
Jeff
the bucket.
Bezos probably just going, yeah, I want to buy this. Just make more content. I don't care. Spend as much money as you can.
Get those nerds on my fucking platform. I don't care what it takes and how much money you need to spend. We'll buy Microsoft if we have to.
I don't think they can afford Microsoft.
No, they can't. But they can afford a certain other company, which worries me. Yeah, they 100% know what they have with this. And I'll get to it, but I watched the Battle of Five Armies, the last Hobbit movie.
Oh,
the
did
other
you?
day.
Did you watch
2
it?
years after I started watching that trilogy. So, yeah, we'll get to it.
To be fair, I started playing Tomb Raider about 4 years since I first started.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, But going back to Marvel, Black Panther 2 has had an update. Its production has been paused again just after it started to restart.
Yep.
Is this film ever going to come out?
COVID. Not this year.
Definitely not this year.
If it does come out this year.
But there's so many problems with this film right now.
Yeah, the main actress doesn't want to be a Marvel fan. Life in general is just racism. So, hey, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's a bit of a weird turn.
It's true though, isn't it?
I don't want to say
Do you
it
not reckon
is.
the world is a bit racist?
I don't want to say it is.
I'm sorry to say, Dan, you have been living in your little isolated COVID bubble.
Oh.
The world is pretty fucking racist, sadly. We have to change it, though. Our podcast has the power.
Yes.
Two white guys behind the microphone have the power to change the world's racism views.
And sexism. So don't forget sexism.
Yeah, fuck women. It's
Okay.
true. That's how you produce the world.
Oh dear, we're getting cancelled very soon.
Well, whatever. We'll have loads of time to watch the Batman.
That is true, because the Batman has been confirmed as nearly 3 hours long.
Yeah.
It's a long boy.
So, not nearly as long as a certain long boy, but this will be 100% better, even if it is long.
Yeah, also, I believe they revealed a clip this week as well of the court scene.
If they did, I didn't watch it because I don't want to watch anything after this.
Yeah,
movie until it comes out.
I picked it. I wanted to see what Robert Pattinson sounds like as Bruce Wayne, and they still don't reveal it.
Yeah, why would they reveal his voice? It's just going to be a Batman. You don't reveal the Batman voice.
Imagine if, like, he just doesn't talk like the whole film. He's just acting.
That'd be pretty impressive. I'd like that.
I don't think it would work well, though.
Depends on how they do it. Subtitle him.
Maybe.
Make him a deaf Batman.
But as new things come into the world, old things must go. And YouTube has now stopped making their YouTube original shows.
Oh, no.
What a shame. Did you ever watch any that were good?
No, but there was one that's been forever in my, to watch list called Impulse. And I don't even remember what the premise of it was. It was just, it's just been sat there for ages. And I've been meaning to watch it for forever. But all I know is that they had a Logan Paul movie or something on there. And I was just like, okay, nope, bye, fuck off. Never going to watch these.
Yeah, I think having original shows kind of defeats the point of YouTube. It was their attempt at trying to make like a Netflix kind of thing, but people don't want that because that's not what YouTube is.
And now they're trying to be TikTok.
Yes,
Yay.
Yes they are. And people watch YouTube probably don't want it.
No, I hate it.
Because if you want to go watch short form content, you go watch TikTok. You don't watch, YouTube Shorts.
They're just re-uploaded versions of...
Exactly. You just see the TikToks on there. So if I want to watch that, I just go to TikTok. But I don't have TikTok anyway. It's a bad habit to get into.
I never opened the app or looked at anything that my friends have sent me when they send me
I
TikToks.
definitely got addicted to it very quickly during lockdown last year. 2 years ago now. 2020. Bloody hell.
Yeah, damn, we've been in a pandemic. It's hell.
Yeah, no, it's almost like
shit.
Time flies by really quick because you don't do anything.
Yeah. We've been doing this for over a year, Dan.
I know, that's scary. Our podcast has
And we started midway through a pandemic.
Yeah, I know. We were going strong,
Will this podcast end before the pandemic ends, or will the pandemic end before we all just die?
No, we're not ending this until we get 1,000 followers. So if you want a podcast to end, like and share. Otherwise,
fair.
You have to put up with us longer, all right?
Yeah, we'll continue raining hell on this earth until we get what we want.
Yeah, our mission is to destroy all of Spotify's storage space.
Yes. We do 2 podcasts a week. That's going to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Major global corporation. Speaking of major global corporations, though, Dan.
Yes. Godzilla? Well, Godzilla TV show is going to have a monsterverse.
That is not a sentence that you should have said like that.
I realised that, and I sort of realised I don't actually know how to say this.
Godzilla TV show set in the monsterverse happening.
That's still not a great sentence,
Well, it makes way more sense than what you said. But yeah, Apple is developing a Godzilla TV show. So, I will never be able to watch this because it's on Apple, and it's an Apple TV thing, and I don't have Apple.
Why can't you get Apple TV?
Because I don't have any Apple product.
You can just buy Apple TV.
I don't want to... No, that's not how... I don't want to buy an Apple TV, Dan. Apple TV is their app, and you can buy their little box, but I don't want to buy their little box. Or I could open the app on my thing, but I don't have... Because you have to pay for it, Dan. You have to pay for Apple TV. I'm not paying for an Apple TV subscription service.
Yeah, it's...
Why would I do that? I hate Apple.
I mean, I'm not going to watch it either, because I'm not into Godzilla and King Kong.
You've not watched any of them.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
It was a big monkey versus a big ape.
I don't see the appeal.
Right. Big lizard versus big monkey.
I
big
don't see
ape
the appeal.
versus big monkey.
Surely there can be no character development for a Godzilla or King Kong.
There is heart to a big monkey versus a big
What
lizard.
character development can there be?
Watch them, and then you'll find out.
Maybe,
Don't give
maybe
a
one
shit
day,
about the
maybe one day.
human characters.
I've got to first rewatch all the
pretty
Spider-Man, so...
You got ages till you need to watch all of them.
That is true now, I'm happy about that.
Because Morbius got delayed, and so I just decided, well, we'll push it all the way back till after Spider-Verse 2 comes out.
There we go, anyway, talking about other new stuff, there's a new Wallace and Gromit movie coming out. And a Chicken Run too, and they're both going to Netflix.
Yay! I always forget that Chicken Run is part of, Wallace and Gromit's, claymation shit.
Honestly, that film terrified me as a child.
I love the video game. The PS2 video game that they had was great. I just remember playing that.
Chicken Run was so terrifying as a kid.
Yeah. Also, do you want to know the sad part? They're recasting the voices of Chicken Run.
No, it's almost like the film came out so long ago.
I didn't realize Mel Gibson was the voice of
Neither
the
did I.
I think it was Mel Gibson. Someone who got cancelled. Hang on. I need to double check. Chicken 2000, Dan. Does that make you feel old?
Yeah, that came out the year I was born.
30th of June 2000.
Oh my god, it came out on my birthday.
Oh my god. That was your birthday present from your parents. They made the movie Chicken. Yeah, Mel Gibson. But yeah, Zachary Levi and Tandy Newton are going to be the new voices of the two chickens. And it's going to be about their kids hatching.
Oh, really?
Apparently. So, hey, that's good. I don't know what the plot of Wallace and Gromit 2 is going to be. Oh, Wallace and Gromit, the new movie. Oh, yeah, but also it will come to the UK BBC before it goes to Netflix.
Oh, that makes sense. Of course it goes to the BBC first.
Yeah. Only in the UK, though.
Really?
So if you want to watch it anywhere else, you can watch it on Netflix, and then it will be on BBC, and then it will go to Netflix in the UK. But everywhere else, it will just be on Netflix. So I am going to VPN switch and jump over to Netflix to watch it, because I don't pay a British TV license, because I don't watch British television. So why would I pay?
It's very true. Why would you? But you know,
it's £159 a year.
That's so much money.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't watch any of your shitty television. Also, it comes out 2023. Sometime. But hey, new Wallace and Gromit. We're going to get more cheese Gromit.
Cheese Gromit? That's a terrible impression. That's actually awful.
Cheese.
That's worse.
Yeah.
Thank you, make me feel bad about myself.
Dan, read the last bit of TV news that also ties into the switch of the segments.
Yeah, I'm confused about this, so I'm going to read the title, and then you can explain. Dreams to be used in a feature film for the first time.
So, Dan, have you heard of the video game Dreams for PlayStation?
No.
Basically, it is a game that lets you create games and artwork.
Right.
Google it.
Well, that's not useful for a podcast.
Yeah, for you, though, so you can at least just understand what the fuck this is. I will go on to basically explain. So basically, Dreams is a video game that a lot of people on PlayStation use to create video games. It's by the people who made Little Big Planet, Media Molecule. And so apparently, the thing is just going to be used in a video game to create some of the assets.
Oh, so it's going to be used actually in a film rather than be a film.
Yeah. A winter's journey is set in Bavaria, the southest part of now Germany, in 1812. The film will tell the story of a poet who takes a perilous journey across mountains, ice, and snow. This tundra-ridden world, it turns out, will be built in dreams, according to a release. So they're going to build the world that the thing is. Seemingly blend live action with CG and painted animation. But people can make crazy shit in Dreams. Like, people have made, like, Mario games, Crash Bandicoot games, because it's just a game-building engine and an artwork
It's Sony's own game engine, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's, like, little animation style, but it's insane what people can do. People have created, like, levels from The Last of Us. People have created levels from, like, Call of Duty. People just do whatever the fuck they want in it.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a fucking insane game. You also have VR capabilities, so you can build in VR. So you can put a VR headset on and build it all in the VR world. You can do you can just sit there and play other people's games. There's like a little open market. You don't have to pay for any of it. It's fucking sick. I love Dreams.
Do you own it?
I have their free beta.
Fair enough.
Because I didn't even realize I had it, and then I happened to have their free beta somehow. don't even remember downloading it, but I had it. But I always thought it was cool. I just never got around to buying it because I don't have an artistic bone in my body. So I was just like, well, I don't ever really play other people's games, and I don't have enough time to do that. So
yeah, I know it's a bit of a pain,
it's
isn't it? You know, lack of time and all that.
Yeah, I just don't know how I would go about building a world. But it's a sick game, and I love it. And I'm kind of cool that they're gonna build a background for a movie. It's Unreal Engine level of movie and cinema and games blending together.
Yeah, hasn't like Unreal Engine 5 been used in other things as well? Isn't that using
Unreal Engine was used in The Mandalorian.
Right.
Was that back That's the background stuff. All of that was Unreal Engine.
I swear I heard something about the new Amazon show being using Unreal Engine.
A lot of stuff's probably going to be using it.
Anyway, going on to the gaming news. What's it called, Dan? The biggest news in the
Dan,
universe.
what's it called?
Huh?
What's the segment called?
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Honestly, it's been a long time, right? We've lost the control of the news.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Right. This is going to be a little scatterbrained because a lot of this is all relating to one big thing. So.
Okay. Let's just talk about the one big thing. Microsoft has bought Activision.
Is buying.
Or is buying, yes, and he still needs to go through DC.
Legal process. Yep, it still needs to go through all the legal processes.
It probably will go ahead.
Potentially. I'm going to say it will, but I think this will set a precedent for at least the United States government cracking down on it, maybe not being as easily available to do in the future.
Yeah, because to be honest, in the current state, I don't think there's anything wrong from a Microsoft point of view, and they'll fight. But so many lawyers on the line to do this. True.
Although Microsoft in the past did have a big antitrust, consumer sort of thing in the past where they had to basically split up a bunch of their company, and Bill Gates was like on trial and everything like that because they were just buying up all the competition and not letting anyone else innovate in it.
Well, there's nothing. This is nothing new of Microsoft having a monopoly. They haven't, but they've pretty much had a monopoly on operating systems for a long time.
Yeah, like I'm gonna guess this is gonna go through. I kind of hope it doesn't, but there are some benefits. The shitty Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick is gonna get gone. However, the downside to that is he's gonna get a big payday of about $290 million.
Yeah, so.
Because he built it into his contract that if anyone buys his company, he gets paid.
Yes, but at the end of the day, even though it sucks that there's an absolutely awful human being getting paid this money, it's still better than the whole company going under. Because that is what would happen eventually if it didn't get bought out.
Yeah, but Microsoft also took very convenient times because Activision Blizzard's stock price had basically halved.
Yes, well.
And I imagine they went, ooh, let's get this finalized quite quickly.
The funniest thing about this whole situation is like Microsoft and Activision, Microsoft pitched a partnership a long time ago, and then Activision said, no, we don't want to do it, it's not enough money. And then all this happened, and then Microsoft has got like a bargain of a deal to buy Activision now.
Oh, yeah.
Or because of...
Oh, how the hubris of the fallen.
Yeah. But, this actually might make CODs good again, potentially.
Well, they could potentially strip them from doing a yearly release. They could make the developers do other stuff. Who knows? They might not do a yearly COD cycle.
It'd be so much better if they don't do that. Like, please don't make them yearly anymore.
They might just have only Warzone.
To be fair, Warzone's the most profitable thing.
Yeah, at the moment. But yeah, I haven't played COD in ages, and honestly, I don't play enough of the Activision games that they do own to care too much. I know my friends are going to be upset if they make any of the CODs Xbox exclusive.
I mean, they'll all be on PC.
Yeah, but that doesn't help.
I think, actually, a lot of people, like a lot of our friend group, they're starting to go to PC gaming now.
I still don't think they'll buy, I wonder if they're going to get rid of the Blizzard BattleNet thing and just tie it all into...
I would imagine so, eventually. They're just put it onto Microsoft. Actually, if this goes ahead, I wouldn't be surprised within a couple months, it'll all be a Microsoft store.
Well, yeah, it's all going to be on Game Pass as soon as they can get it on Game Pass.
Yeah, as soon as it still goes ahead.
If you own Game Pass, you're going to have a value for money because every COD's going to be on there. Every Overwatch is going to be on there. Every new COD and every new thing will be there day one. So
honestly, I might do it eventually. I might actually get Game Pass. But at the minute, I've got such a massive stock of Epic free games. I don't need to buy a game for a while.
Well, you wouldn't be buying a game.
Well, no, but you know what I mean. I don't need to sort of get Game Pass to get games because I'm just working through my Epic.
Yeah. Same. But yeah, apparently Microsoft has, same day of the news that they were going to be buying Activision Blizzard, they did come out and say they have surpassed 25 million subscribers for Game Pass. So,
and the ironic thing is, they could have actually had Destiny. They could have had Bungie back
Yeah,
again.
that was the first thing I went. I went, thank fuck Destiny got out of the Activision deal because they would have Bungie back. That would be so sad.
Yeah, because they probably would have got Bungie back on working on Halo again.
Yeah, they would have just basically forced them to do Halo again. Or work with them to do Halo. And I would have just been like, oh, fuck off. I don't want them doing Halo. Halo sucks. Like this new one, everyone loves, but I just look at it and go, I broke my PC. I don't fucking care.
I tried playing the multiplayer so hard, but I don't like it. I just don't like the mechanics of that game. And maybe it's just because I'm bad, but I don't enjoy it.
Nah. It seems... I don't know. If people like Halo, go for it. It's not my type of game. I have no issue with it. But yeah, we'll talk about the Sony side of things, because why not? Sony took a $20 billion hit because of this announcement.
Yeah, this was a massive drop in the stock market. It was like, if you look at the stock market graph, it's all steady until the acquisition happens. And it's just a massive downhill slope.
The news happens. The acquisition hasn't happened yet, Dan.
Oh yeah, I suppose. To be fair, once it does go through, because like I said, I imagine it will. I would say there's like a 98% chance of it going through.
Yeah.
First time. And then probably a 100% chance of it going through entirely.
I want to see what Sony comes out with, though, because I know people were like, oh, Sony needs to buy a big studio, but honestly, they don't really need to. Because Sony does not have as much money as Microsoft, and them trying to buy... they've been slowly buying studios. We've been covering a lot of what Sony's been buying, but they're like small individual studios, not massive conglomerates like Microsoft's been buying.
No, but I do still think, even with all the games that Microsoft have now bought and acquired,
they still don't hold the titles that
PlayStation
like,
so Sony's titles, even though they're quite niche, they're sort of very well received. Like
well, that's why you buy a PlayStation.
Yeah,
you buy a PlayStation because you've got your Spider-Man, your God of War, your Last of Us, your there's more. Horizon Zero Dawn, although that's on PC now, and Days Gone. All of these like big titles. But yeah, I do wonder, because Sony has yet to reveal their Game Pass competitor. I wonder if this changes anything, like legal agreements that Activision had, maybe to have games on PlayStation. The subscription service may change now. I think they'd have to honor them if they did have any.
Yeah,
but it just...
So the funny thing is about the COD stuff, Sony have still got sort of an exclusivity deal, and they're going to have it for a while. So I think there's like a game mode comes out every year, and it has to go to PlayStation for a year as an exclusive, and then it goes to all the other platforms.
Well, that's the thing. If Microsoft does basically get Activision COD, they'll just do the complete opposite. They'll just go, right, you can have the game, but all the exclusive content we'll have on Microsoft first, day one. All the skins that you want, day one here. We'll just pop them on the place. We'll put them on the Xbox store.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just don't give it to Sony.
That's what I mean. They just won't.
I mean that whole game. They won't give the game to...
No, they've come out and said they won't.
Well, not for a while. But in 4 years' time.
Eventually, they probably will.
In 4 years' time, that game's not coming back to PlayStation. There will be no Call of Duties back on PlayStation. Because why would they do that when they know how big a franchise COD is, and they can just get everyone to buy Game Pass?
Because the public backlash to them doing it would be...
There'd be a massive backlash,
damaging.
but people still give in.
Depends. I think COD fans would be stubborn enough, and Sony fans would be stubborn enough to not do it. You'll get some, but I don't think it will be... The damage that it would do to the brand if they take it off other platforms would be very damaging if...
They may do a slow transition, but I still
think of your casual gamer who has a PlayStation and only plays like one COD game a year, and that's it. That's their entire catalog because that's all they buy. And then you suddenly take that away from them. That's a lot of people, Dan. A lot of people only buy one game a year, like a couple games a year. Not everyone gets hundreds and hundreds.
I only buy a couple games a year now as well, you know?
Exactly. You only buy a couple games a year. And so if your big game of the year that you buy is COD, and that's the only game you buy, suddenly having that option taken away, why would you go back and play on another console that you don't own, on a device that you don't own? You just wouldn't play COD, and that's a lost value. That's a lost thing. There's too much money in them having COD on other platforms. It's like Minecraft. They wouldn't take it off other platforms. They'd use it to get revenue.
Well, I think Minecraft's a bit of a different situation because it's not a new game being revealed every...
Dan, it's babies who play COD.
What?
Kids play...
Oh, babies. No, like kids.
And grown adults
To be fair, it's probably more adults playing Minecraft than it is
Yeah.
playing Call of Duty.
But more... Yeah, that's the thing. There's the meme of the target demographics. Minecraft is for kids, but mainly played by adult men. And then COD is made for grown men, and then it's mainly kids. So, yeah, I reckon you'll get a lot of backlash if they do take it off. They have all their right to. But yeah.
So yeah, Sony have also come out with a statement basically saying they're not really worried about this.
Yeah, they've basically said, look, we believe Microsoft will honor all agreements with us and will continue to work with us, essentially. Which is what I was saying. They have come out and said that Microsoft will basically do this. Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, has basically stated the same thing. Whether or not that's all just for show, we'll have to see.
Might just be saying that to get through Congress.
Probably, because there's nothing stopping them from doing it after. Like, if they can do it, they'll just basically... Oh, yeah. Or what someone was saying was that Microsoft might actually start promoting COD in-game, promoting Game Pass and stuff like that. Because it's like, we have this section of the store that gives you access to all of these things, but you can only get them on the Microsoft side. So, look at all these things you can't get, PlayStation fans, because you haven't got Microsoft. Stuff like that.
Yeah, very true.
I imagine there's some sort of laws that, or like rules that PlayStation can just ban them from. But again, it's COD. But this is really funny because I think a couple weeks ago we said Microsoft was reevaluating its partnership with Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, that's true because they're about to drop it.
Yeah, but I did not realize this was the news that they were going to be. This is our new evaluation. We'll buy them, and then we'll just force them to be good.
Yeah, but I really do hope the new CODs will be good again. I hope we will go back to the days of Modern Warfare 2 and they won't just try to recycle. I also am on
the side that hopefully Microsoft isn't perfect, but they do have a pretty decent track record of staff treatment for like sexual assault and like they don't do it as much apparently as Activision. And so I'm hoping Xbox does kind of step in and get rid of all the bad people, put new people in. I hope they don't fire too many people because with acquisition, they fire a lot of people, mainly HR and other departments, so that they don't have to.
Although saying that, a lot of the Activision HR are pretty bad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But they'll get rid of like all the people, and then hopefully consolidate it down. But they might get rid of developers. But hey, look, we'll have to wait and see, because why not? But our last bit of news regarding this bit was Activision Blizzard Bobby Kotick, or Kotnik, or whatever the fuck his name is, who gives a shit, mulled over the idea of buying Kotaku or PC Gamer to basically stop the bad reviews of Microsoft. Yeah, that was his plan. It was, I'll buy the media.
This guy, man, he just doesn't deserve to have a company. He doesn't deserve to have that much money.
But it does kind of validate, like, hey, look, do you think gaming news is irrelevant? Well, look what it could have been. It could have just been all positive. Because if he was mulling the idea over, he had to have considered it's doing a disservice to his company how badly they're being reviewed and, like, talked about. Because it's doing damage to the brand.
Yes, but that's his fault.
I know. But it's because of that. It's like, people say, oh, games journalists are too kind to developers and stuff like that. And that they only care about getting paid by the developer. Well, if they cared, they would only be saying nice things.
Yeah, developers get shit on a lot.
Yeah.
Like, they are so mistreated in the industry. That's sort of one job I would never want to have, just because of how bad it is.
Yeah. But yeah, this dude was just like, right, I will buy two of the biggest gaming news medias and just make them say nice things about us so that we don't have to have more bad reviews. But this was before he's probably going to get fucked.
And then discussing our last Sony news, PlayStation creator has called out VR headsets and called them annoying and says he cannot see the point of the metaverse.
Yeah, so the dude who created PlayStation has basically come out and said, Ken Kutaragi said he finds VR headsets annoying and that he can't see the point. seemingly took aim at a number of technology companies that were ramping up their efforts to develop a new virtual reality headsets in a bid to champion the metaverse. Headsets would isolate you from the real world, and I can't argue with that. Kutaragi said, while sharing his thoughts on VR. I can't see the point of doing it. He is 71 years old, so you would rather be a polished avatar instead of your real self. That's essentially no different from anonymous message board sites.
Yes, however, to be honest, I get his point, but have you seen Instagram?
Yes. Actually, no. Yes, technically. I haven't really looked at it since it came out.
Well, the whole point of Instagram is that everyone put filters on themselves, change how everything looks, make them look nice.
I'm not debating that. I'm not debating that at all.
Yeah, no, but that's what this guy's saying is like, oh, I don't see why you want to...
This is the world we're sadly living in, where it's all people being the perfect version of themselves that does not exist, because there is no such thing as a perfect version of yourself. There's just yourself.
Yes.
You can dress yourself up as much as you like.
Yes.
But
and
it does not matter.
Doesn't matter what you look like, you're still a dick.
Yeah. If you eat sand, you still eat sand.
Yes.
Doesn't matter if you look hot.
And if you're a strange addiction, you'll always have that strange addiction.
Yeah. But I don't know. I look forward to VR. I just don't like certain companies being the spearheads of VR.
I like VR gaming. I think VR gaming is a very cool idea.
Yeah.
But not
I
VR
like
social media.
Yeah, I don't like a Facebook. Facebook Meta's version of VR, because Facebook is now a separate commodity. Also, it's Meta Quest now, not Oculus Quest.
Yeah, which I'm a bit confused about because wasn't the whole point of this to isolate all the separate companies?
Yep, but that doesn't matter because the metaverse is what Meta wants, and they've got a VR headset company, so that's their spearhead. Why would they change?
Look, does WhatsApp now say owned by Meta, or does it still say owned by Facebook when you open it?
Maybe. I haven't looked.
Yeah, it does. It says Meta now.
Well, that's Meta.
Yes, it is. Definitely Meta.
But yeah, we still haven't seen PlayStation 2 VR, and I want to see it. I want to see the PlayStation 2's VR headset because their controllers look sick, all the specs look cool. It's just gonna be fun, fun, fun. Dan's COVID coffee has arrived. Dan is talking to his mum, probably. Dan's been isolated in his room with his parents in the house, and so he has to just live. And he's trying to be subtle about it. But...
Have you just baited me out?
Yes.
Why have you done that?
I know. Every time you do something and you walk away from the screen, I always talk about what you're doing because I find it hilarious.
Why does anyone want to hear that?
Because you try and be so subtle about it. You're like, oh, I'm going to creep up and get out of my chair super quietly. I'm going to open my door super quietly. I'm going to bend over and pick up my mug really quietly. I'm going to have a nice little conversation.
I didn't have a conversation.
I know. But sometimes you do. And I just like... Sometimes you do. And I just love dragging it out. Anyway, you're the one in charge of the edit. If you don't edit this out, I don't care.
I might keep it in. I might listen to it, see what it sounds like.
Let's go on to gameplay trailers.
Yes. So, first off, they've got the movie of GameStop, the whole Wall Street.
That happened at the beginning of the last year.
Yeah, that was a mad moment. Yeah, they got the GameStop Rise of the Players.
Yeah.
That's such a cringy title. It really is.
Yeah. So, from the makers of Console Wars comes the origin story of the GameStop stock market phenomenon. Phenomenon?
Yeah,
Phenomenon. Yes. Which basically is going to go into how people on Reddit basically crashed the stock market. Didn't crash the stock market. Overinflated the stock market to fuck over hedge funds. And then sold it all and got rich off it while still fucking over hedge funds.
GameStop, isn't it still worth... a lot more than it was, right?
Oh, yeah, they basically saved it. It's the same with AMC. A lot of companies were saved by this because this was all during where no one was actually making any money, and AMC and GameStop were just tanking. And so this actually managed to peak interest and get their value up way higher. And I imagine a lot of the CEOs also cashed out early once they realized, oh, shit, Right, we're on a sinking ship. We might as well cash out now, but still maintain it when it drops down in value later on. So I imagine a lot of the CEOs probably sold and then bought again. But yeah, if you want to watch a movie about how this all happened a year later, super relevant point of view. You can't buy the stocks now. It won't jump up again. Although it did jump up a couple times, but not nearly as to the heights. But yeah, stock market, scam. Cryptocurrencies, scams. NFT scams.
That's true. Crypto and NFTs have crashed.
Yep. I know people who have lost money.
I think I'm still even.
I don't know. Send you a video.
Yeah, no, you sent me a 2 hours and 18 minutes video about NFTs, and I was like, what the hell is this? I'm not going to watch a 2 hour video on NFTs.
It's the most comprehensive video on NFTs that I know. It's like, gives you all the detailed explanation of what they are, why they are stupid, why they don't actually work the way people think they do. It's also
clearly they don't make sense. Oh, okay, they do make slightly sense.
No, they don't. Watch the video.
No, I mean, like, the owner...
They give you a reason what they are and how they are meant to work, and that's not how people are using them or what they're actually
the concept's a good idea.
Doesn't work.
It may not work, but it's a good idea.
Watch the video, Dad.
It's still a good idea, the concept.
Dad, you're in isolation. You have nothing else to do. Watch the video.
My isolation ends tomorrow, right? As of time of recording.
Yeah. Still, you have time. Watch it. It's a good explanation. I'm going to recommend it.
Actually, talking about isolating, because I forgot to mention this, I've had Bo Burnham's Inside songs on repeat, because I now understand the craziness that went inside his head.
Well done, Dan. You finally understood the art that was inside a year later.
Yeah.
6 months, 7 months, however long it was, whenever it released. But yeah, let's go on to gameplay trailers.
Yep.
About 10 minutes later.
And then, our final trailer is Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. Because
have you watched this video,
Wars.
Dan? Did you watch the video?
No.
You should. It's every Star Wars game plus extra stuff. Plus, they've made it basically an open world MMORPG. So it's got improved combat physics. They've made you now have actual shooting mechanics. You actually have combat, like lightsaber combat. You got force powers. You got ship battles again. You got traversal. It looks fucking sick, man.
Is this basically the whole game? Like, the whole TV show?
Whole Star Wars. Yeah, all of the films, everything. It's a remastering of all the old classic Star Wars games as well. They've added a mumble mode, so instead of having voice acting, you get the classic voicing. Which Star Wars fans and old Lego fans are ecstatic about. But it looks fucking crazy. But also, I gotta point out that it's come out that crunch was behind this game. A lot of crunch. So, buy it still, because make that crunch worth it, but it's not good that crunch happened. But yeah, they've added an entire they've just made this game insane. I'm gonna 100% buy this.
It's a cool, it's a cool concept. I like the concept. I probably still won't, because I'm not that into Star Wars or Lego games.
See, the Lego complete trilogy or complete saga, when it was just the 6 movies before Disney and their buyout, was my childhood on the PS2. So, trying to complete everything.
I've only properly played one Lego game, and it was Lego Indiana Jones.
See, if whoever owns the Lego rights, I think it's Take-Two, they need to remaster Lego Racers, because it's the perfect fucking Mario Kart clone competitor that they could do. They need to remaster Lego Pizza Island, because that game was just stupid and fun. And they had a load of Lego games, and I really enjoyed a lot of the early Lego games. They've just kind of made them all shit now. Hopefully this one's good.
Maybe. But I think it's time to stop with the gaming news, and let's go on to the weird, wacky, wonderful world.
Yes.
And
let's get sexy, Dan.
Yeah, this is some serious...
Or not sexy.
Yeah. M&M characters... No, that's not... That's right. Hey, M&Ms. M&M's characters, the chocolate drops.
The completely featureless except for eyes, arms, and mouths.
And it's got the very famous advert of, now the biting makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's, the advert pops up on YouTube too often. Well, apparently they're going to become more inclusive because them being all the colours of the rainbow wasn't inclusive enough.
Yes. They've taken away the green M&M's heels and given us sneakers or trainers. They've also covered up their skin by giving them white, like socks and sleeves.
Okay, what was wrong with this?
People thought the green M&M was a slut.
That's slut shaming.
Yep. Which is a argument against them changing the green M&M from wearing heels to, like, a lot of feminist groups are like, why are you changing it? If she wants to be a sexy little slut. I gotta find you the article. God damn it.
Honestly, this is what's wrong with the internet right now, because there's two groups right now arguing against it.
Oh, yeah.
The truth is, it doesn't matter. It's not real. It's just an
Rolling
M&M
Stones.
character.
So, Dad, you know the Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
Really? Really? Let the green M&M be a nasty little slut. That is their title. See, the thing is, they took away the green M&M's heels, but they gave the brown one heels.
What? Why?
So I don't know. Because they wanted to make the... Okay, so we'll get into it. So basically, can't remember whether or not this is the one. Yeah, and as a part of the new mission to increase the sense of belonging for 10 million people around the world by 2025, Mars said that the M&M's characters who serve as a mascot of sorts for the brand would be receiving fresh new looks. The green M&M, previously seen in ads posing seductively and strutting her stuff in a white go-go boots, will now sport a pair of sneakers. A description of the green candy on the M&M's website says she enjoys being a hyper woman for my friends. Oh, a hype woman, not hyper. So they've basically given them characters rather than just green M&M is the woman one, the red one is the angry one, the orange one is the dumb one, and then I don't remember any of the others because I don't really have M&Ms.
So it almost seems
There's a
like
blue one.
The brown one is like the office worker?
Yeah. Or the sensible one.
Oh, the sensible one. I was going to say secretary, but I feel like I might get cancelled if I say that.
I don't know.
Because
also, apparently they're both the M&Ms may have been in, like, the brown and green one. I don't know. Apparently there's, like, a law. But there was a... I had to read a lot on this for some stupid reason for this podcast. But apparently the green and brown one were in an ad campaign and they were holding hands and everyone took that as, oh my god, they're lesbians. So, look, they've probably made them they've made them lesbians again or something like that. I don't know. But look, it's stupid. And who the fuck cares? But apparently a lot of people do care, which is weird.
yes, that is Twitter for you.
No, it's the world, Dan.
Oh, it's so stupid. They're just M&Ms. What difference does it make?
They just wanted to give them personalities, Dan, other than the green one who is woman, the red one who is angry, and the orange one who is dumb, and then the others. Because who remembers the blue one? I don't even remember ever eating a blue M&M.
There's a big thing about that. I remember that being a big thing in adverts. Saying we now have
Skittles.
the blue and M&M. It's back in limited edition.
That was Skittles. Not Skittles. Smarties.
I was at...
That was Smarties, Dan.
Oh, damn it.
That was Smarties in the UK because they took away the blue Smartie.
I knew.
It was a sad...
They're both chocolate.
It was a sad day. It was a sad day when they took away Smarties in the UK, the blue one, because of
colours.
artificial colouring. Anyway, let's get a little bit more sexy again because why not?
Yeah, and the Italian Senate meeting has been interrupted by Final Fantasy Hentai.
What, you wouldn't pay to be in that meeting, eh, Dan? So the Italian Senate currently conducts some of its business via virtual meetings. This Monday, a meeting was held during which various academic, medical, and scientific experts called in to present data to the Italian senators, a typical day in the nation's politics. That is until one miscreant managed to enter the meeting and stream a pornographic video of Final Fantasy VII's Tifa Lockhart. A speaker was introducing the results of their research when the feed was taken over. The video was 3D rendered in Unreal and featured Tifa and an unidentified male character having sex. A senator can be heard asking, "What is this? This is my friend is Rule 34." Oh, this, my friend, is Rule 34. The Senate Speaker realized what was happening, asked the organizers for help getting rid of the offending guest, and the individual who streamed the video was removed from the call.
That's quite funny.
So yeah, meetings are being hijacked by porn. Specifically Final Fantasy porn.
Honestly, I wish I had the balls to do this.
What, in your next work meeting?
Yeah, I wish I had the balls
school
to
meeting?
do that. Not my work meeting, but because I would get sacked. I don't want to get sacked. But just enter like a random call and do that.
I do like PC gamers. They've drawn a bra on her, and they put the Italian flag over the male fucking
Yeah.
in their image because they didn't want to show porn. I wish someone had screen recorded this, because this would be fucking funny to watch everyone's reaction.
It would have been, yeah. But keeping on with the shenanigans.
Coming on her? That was what the end of the video was.
Carrying on.
Moving on.
With shenanigans.
There you go.
Let's head over to Tech Time and Silent Shenanigans. And we're going to start off with 75,000 images have been shown of the sun's surface from... That's not right.
You don't need to read
There's
this
a
bit.
haunting time lapse of the Earth's surface. No, damn it! God damn it!
You suck at reading titles. You try and change them in your head, and then they just make no sense. 75,000 plus images of the sun's surface form a haunting time lapse.
Thank you.
Doesn't need to be difficult, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just read the titles. Stop trying to change them as you read them. But yeah, I just thought you'd like this because you like photos.
I
and
do.
the sun.
I do like photos of the sun, but I don't understand why it's haunting.
Because it just shows you the reality of the world we live in. We can now see the sun. I also spoke last week about how we've managed to send a probe to touch the sun.
Have we actually done that?
Apparently. It, touched within radius of the sun, so they're now getting readings of the sun from it. That was fun.
These are very cool images. I quite like this.
Well, our audience appreciates all those images that they can see clearly on their screen.
Go look it up.
So we'll move
on. Podcast. Go look up.
Yeah.
What's it called?
We'll
75,000 plus images of the sun's surface from a haunting time lapse.
By Nerdist.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's on YouTube anyway, so. It's called 1 Month of Sun, remastered on YouTube.
Yes. But let's move on to the next bit of space news. Because, Dan, have you ever wanted to film in space, but worried that there isn't a studio to film? Well, worry no more, because they're building a film studio in space.
I mean, there was only a matter of time before they were going to do this.
Tom Cruise has already spearheaded this organization because he wants to film Mission Impossibles in space.
Is that actually what it is? He's going to film the last Mission Impossible in space?
Well, there is a movie Tom Cruise is doing in space. I can't remember if it is Mission Impossible, but he is trying to get up into space. I think we spoke about it on a really early episode of TFE that Tom Cruise wanted to go to space.
Apparently,
or they're filming
in
space.
Space Entertainment Enterprise. C.
Wow. Not special production aero cotton egg space.
Spags.
What?
What?
I gave up.
Spags.
Spags. But yeah, no, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, this makes sense. They're always going to do this sooner or later.
Now, rather than sending people up in those little planes to get 0G, we can just send them up into actual space.
I suppose there's actually a bit of
much
debate.
more effort.
What is worse for the environment?
What? Holding a plane over around just to experience 0G, or spending millions and millions on the production budget to send someone to space for a few seconds of film time, rather than just,
Well, no, but they can do a lot.
CG.
They can do a lot in space because to do it, because you can do like a long shot in space, right? Right now, you have to do quite short cuts in the planes because it's like 10 seconds, I think.
Yeah. Well, Dan, there's a thing called wires, and you can edit them out.
Yeah, and that is the other one. But I mean, this will be cool, though. I'd be interested to see the first film that does this.
Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible 19.
No, these are the last two, he says. These are the last two. This was two-part.
As they've been moved to 2023 and 2024, I reckon the last one's going to be in space.
Well, no, this says it'll be built in 2024.
Yeah,
that's going to come out.
It will be them building it. Yeah, but you could still go to space because I think they had a contract with the International Space Station to do it. So they're just going to be filming in. They'll do. Oh no, Fast and Furious, because Fast and Furious has been in space. Once they continue draining that franchise to the ground, they'll just have a fucking car on the studio lot spinning its wheels, not being able to get any traction because it's slowly lifting off the ground.
So if Fast and Furious is in space now, what's the next thing? Multiverse. The Fast Multiverse.
Well, it was that time travel, so they could do Jurassic World, or Jurassic Park, whatever. Go back and fight dinosaurs. They could have a horror Universal crossover where they have all of the Universal horror monsters crossover. So Dracula, The Mummy, all of our most dateable ones. Go back and listen to our most dateable horror movie villain, or whatever the fuck it was called, episode. But yeah, I don't know. I would look forward to it, but they'll probably just film Avatar 2 in space. This is probably just James Cameron trying to secretly, subtly build more fucking productions.
Isn't Avatar 2 this year?
Yes, December.
Yes.
And then Avatar 3 is 2 years after that. And then
yes,
Avatar
as you keep
4
saying,
is 2 years
every podcast. They're 2 years apart. And it's a cycle of both of them.
between Star Wars
Yes,
and...
shut up about it. No one wants to hear it anymore.
No, it's Disney. Disney owns everything.
Shut up.
Disney will take you to space.
Talking about U-turn decisions, Amazon U-turns their decision to stop accepting Visa credit cards in the UK.
Hey, I don't have a Visa credit card.
Me
I have
neither.
A Visa debit.
I think they bear the myth, you know.
I'm sure I could get one.
It's a myth. I've never seen one.
I'll get one to prove it. I have good credit. I'll just hold it up and everyone can read the numbers off the card and then plunge me
Yes,
into
they can
debt.
definitely read all the numbers off the card when it's a audio-only podcast.
That was my joke, dumbass.
Well, people
Although
might
there
not
are
know
people
that's an
who-
audio-only
there are-
podcast.
Well, we might make it live action soon.
Yeah, you might record faces. You never know. You might be able to see how ugly we both look.
Or how terrible my room looks, because I have not tidied it up.
We might need to get
since
some green
I put
screens.
everything in.
I was thinking about this.
I have a green screen.
What we could do, we could have two green screens and we have ourselves a sort of facing, sort of a diagonal. We can have ourselves on the same desk.
Yeah, that's what everyone wants. Us looking like we're talking to each other, but we're not talking to each other.
Well, you know, you just talk to yourself like this, talk to each other. I'm saying
Wow,
like
that
this, I
looks
can't
so
see
good,
what I'm
Dan.
doing. But right now, I'm sort
Yeah,
of...
that looks so good, Dad. Oh, yeah. Wow. Can't believe our future plans look like this. Secrets and reveal. Maybe a podcast, Patreon only thing, because fuck trying to edit that.
I don't think it'd be hard to edit. You just sync up the audio and then you slap some green screen effects on there and it'll be done.
Yeah, it's the editing stuff out that's the hard part. Syncing the audio is not that difficult. It's the having to edit every part of the audio and the video and then having it still sync up is the problem.
I think you just wouldn't
why
truncate it because, okay, so people don't know how we edit this podcast. We have a feature.
No one cares, Dan. Let's move on.
No, people might care.
Let's move on to... No, they don't. If they do, we'll have an exclusive Patreon only or OnlyFans only segment.
Fine. Anyway, Twitter users can now add verified NFTs as profile photos.
Yay! People could still screenshot though.
I mean, the whole idea of NFTs, you're right, it is a stupid idea because you just take a screenshot of it.
Yep.
Which is the whole problem.
Also,
with
apparently Twitter's version is shit and doesn't work.
Well, what a surprise. It's
people
almost like Twitter sucks.
Yeah. But hey, look. It's a thing. You can do it. Why you would want to do it? Who cares? Also, you have to pay for it.
Ah, yes. So you have to pay to use the NFT that you paid for to put onto a Twitter website.
Oh, no, I think it's their own ones.
You've got to buy a Twitter NFT.
Verified NFTs will appear as a hexagon instead of a circle on users' profiles. People who pay for Twitter's £2.99 a month subscription product, Twitter Blue, can connect a crypto wallet. Oh, yeah, no, you can add your own ones. A cryptocurrency wallet to their account and select a non-fungible token from their wallet as a profile photo. NFTs give purchasers the right to digital image from a high art to bored ape stored on the blockchain. Yay!
Why is Bored Ape worth so much money?
Watch the video and you'll find out.
Bloody video, man.
It's good.
It's 2 hours. I don't have that much time.
It's the point.
I don't know.
You can't fucking fit every problem with NFTs into a fucking 10-minute video or a 10-second TikTok or whatever the fuck. People have no attention spans anymore.
And our final news of the week is Google is testing a Windows app that lets you play Android mobile games on PC.
Which I don't know why they're doing, because I thought Windows 11 was meant to allow you to do that already.
No, Windows 11 have a partnership with Amazon.
Amazon?
It's the Amazon App Store.
Oh, Android. Oh, interesting. Didn't know that. I thought it was Google.
No, it's like Android apps.
It's Android, yeah.
No, that's because
Amazon's...
Android's open source, right? It's not to do with...
Yeah, I know that, but I didn't realize it was Amazon's version.
Yeah,
I missed that when we were reading it. Okay.
So this is Google trying to do their own version, basically.
Fair enough. But yeah, that was it. I'm just like, cool.
Yep, that's it for news, but let's go on to recommend do, recommend don't. Anything you want to recommend this week?
I watched the Super Mario Bros. Movie that came out in like 1993 or whatever it was. That's apparently terrible because it's the live action one. Honestly, I had a good time with it. It's one of those so bad it's good movies. I also watched The Angry Birds 2 for no particular reason. It was an okay movie. I have rewatched Arcane for the first time this year. Probably not the last. So I'd still recommend Arcane. That's still good.
Was it better than you remember?
I noticed more stuff. I watched Dota Dragon's Blood Book 2, which was really good. I enjoyed that series. And then... Oh boy, what else did I watch? Oh, The Hobbit and the Battle of the Five Armies. I forgot about it.
Would you recommend that?
I wouldn't recommend watching all the other ones to get up to it, but it's just a battle. So, like, 90% of the movie is just battle, but it's still kind of boring. Which you'd hope for in a movie called The Battle of the Five Armies, because I don't remember what the fifth army was. There's dwarves, elves, the orcs, the humans. What was the fifth one? Was it the eagles? Because the eagles come and save the day at the end.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Who gives a shit? It's a movie that came out in like 2014.
I don't know. Eventually I'm going to watch all the Lord of the Rings and Hobbits.
Yeah, by the time you do, you'll forget, because you'll be so bored watching them. They're not terrible. They're just not as good as the original Lord of the Rings. And I hope this TV show is a hell of a lot better. Because Amazon is pumping way too much money into this.
Anyway, the only thing I'm going to recommend this week is Tomb Raider games. I'm playing them right now, going through them, and I'm enjoying them quite a bit.
Have you 100% completed anything yet?
I've 100% completed some of the zones.
Good. Keep doing it. Because I never finished the first one's 100% completion rate because I just lost my save file and I couldn't go back. But I got to like 87%. And then on Rise of the Tomb Raider, I did 100%. That's the only game I've ever 100%ed. And that game was a hell of a lot of fun. And then Shadow of the Tomb Raider, they added too much stuff and I just couldn't do it 100%.
Yeah, so I've not started Shadow yet. I'm currently doing Rise of the Tomb Raider. I'm enjoying that one.
I do think the level of the game, like the story, goes down.
I think Rise of the Tomb Raider is better.
I do really enjoy Rise of the Tomb Raider, but I do really enjoy the first games because it's got more characters to actually interact with. Rise of the Tomb Raider is just Lara, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I don't like the main dude who's in all of them, like her friend. I wanted, what's the girl who she's trying to save in the first one? Sam. Yeah, I like Sam. I wish Sam kept going with them.
Yeah, it would be nice, but yeah, she's not there. Yeah, I think Rise of the Tomb Raider is a more polished version of the first one. I think the first one's a bit...
I really like the first one.
It's good, but I don't think it's as well refined.
It's my third favorite franchise.
First two? Last of Us, Destiny?
Last of Us and Destiny.
Yeah.
I have a Destiny display, a Last of Us display, and a Tomb Raider display. So I was going to get BioShock display, but because I really like BioShock Infinite.
Fair enough.
Never played the first.
That is our show over and done with this week. Thank you for listening. Please leave a like, review, and check out last week's TBO, where we discuss a new show of...
Yes, we discuss a new show, Dan. That's how it works. Come on, use your brain.
I'm trying to think how to describe this. we have a new idea where Danny has to guess the movie from the review.
Because I've watched a lot of movies and I kind of know a lot of plots, so...
Yes, it's quite fun.
I don't also know the
internet.
internet. Yeah. I struggle because I have no context because Dan didn't put them in categories. So I have to literally keep asking what genre do I have to work with. And I keep trying to get him to let me know the date of when the movie came out.
I don't know, never say it. But anyway, we'll see you next week.
Have a good one. Bye.